name's Alex Edwards, and this is my van, my Volkswagen Vanagon. I got it around 2 years ago, and I've been slowly but surely fixing it up and getting it ready for some adventures. It's one of my favorite cars I've ever owned. It's the slowest car I've ever driven. It's kind of the scariest, and it's the one that gets more attention than any other one, but that's not why I drive it. It's a pretty fun car. Just puts a smile on your face, you know. It's like a clown car. A friend of ours, he had a Volkswagen van, the one I'm sitting in today, and he asked me if I wanted it, and I asked price, and he just said, "Hey man, it's yours." So me and my dad went up there with my old 98 Chevy, and we loaded it on the trailer and brought it home. And yeah, I remember there were so many days where I would be scrolling through Craigslist or going through Facebook Marketplace, and I was always looking for those deals. But it's funny that, you know, a lot of times cool things just fall right into your lap. It's pretty cool. It's awesome when you have a little bit of a network, you know, going on. And the thing that really inspired me for the whole van thing first was, and this is gonna be kind of comedic, but was actually the show Lost. I remember watching it as a family, and yeah, that was kind of the car, you know. It was like it was a character on the show, you know, that Volkswagen van, that 1971, and that was kind of what started me off, you know. And I looked at that car, and I'm like, that is a cool car, and that's kind of where I started from. And then my grandpa, he always had stories of how he owned Volkswagen buses, and it was just kind of this thing that just kind of snowballed, you know. It was from a young age, so it had a little bit of a nostalgia vibe, and I don't know, it was just kind of something that I just started to fall in love with. And then I found this van, and I'm starting to fall in love with the 80s. I'm a big car guy, and yeah, the 80s, man, they're a pretty sweet year for cars and everything. It was before all the regulations and safety stuff, but people were very creative with what they were making, so it's been fun. Yeah, this van, I guess I should say the name of the van. It's his name, I don't know. It's Figgins. Me and my friend made that up. A little backstory on this van. It's an 1986 Volkswagen. Technically, in the books, I'm the third owner of this van. The first owner, he bought it, and then it sounded like, from what I could hear, it tipped over in very early on in its life, and then it was brought down to New Mexico or El Paso, Texas, I guess, so not in that area for the majority of its life. So it's a hot weather climate kind of car, so there hasn't been a lot of rust, but there's a couple places where it's sadly, you know, found the thin metal and have done stuff. So yeah, it was kind of neglected its whole life, but it's been cool. It was fun. It was a dream come true totally when I first got it. And it still is. I still really enjoy working on it and everything. I still love coming out and seeing it in the shop and everything. It took me a long time to even just get here. I mean, it's still super rough. I mean, I've done nothing on the body. It's rough. It's still, you know, there's damage that I'm concerned about that I don't even know if it's going to be able to fix. I've done a lot of wiring. Wiring has been awful everywhere in this van. It's been a nightmare, like a rat's nest. Transmission is being worked on because of a fail on my part, but you learn a lot from a car like this when it's pushing 40 years old. You know, everything's broken, but you got to learn everything. So, and I'm really thankful for all the people that have helped me, you know, get this far, because it's not been easy, as I'm sure my video that I put out shows. You know, there's been times where it's broken me a little bit. Yeah, it's not easy, you know, but it's frustrating. It's expensive. It's frustrating. That's the huge one, but it's okay. You gotta, if you want something enough, you'll figure it out. So, and that's what I did. Yeah, that's about it. I'm almost on to bodywork, so that's me. My name's Alex again, as I said, and this is my little story.
was a face I lost. I can't